Welcome back everyone to another flashlight video. This time Acebeam was kind enough to reach out to the channel here and send us their new T35 compact rechargeable tactical flashlight, which you see before you. I went ahead and boxed everything just to save a little time. This does come in two different versions, and so right now we'll be looking at this version and I'll talk about the other version that's available too as we go through everything here. So let's take a real quick look at the box itself. Acebeam. This version is the black version, and it has an SFT40 Cool White LED capable of 1900 lumens and up to 380 meters of throw. It is USB Type-C rechargeable and does have a dual switch design, and it does come with an 18650 battery. And this is the back of the box and the side of the box showing the two different versions. So as I said, we have the black version here of the Cool White. They also do make a neutral white version, a 5000 Kelvin version, which is in its Coyote Color, which we'll show later in the video what that color looks like. SFT40 LED, capable of 1600 lumens and up to 352 meters of throw. So those are the two different versions. But again, we're taking a look at the black version, the Cool White version. Okay, so what do you get in the box? You get a nice holster, has the Acebeam logo on it. It is Velcro, very nice. It's been a while since I've seen a flashlight that comes with a holster on the channel. So very nice there. Go ahead and put that back. You do get, as I said, this is USB Type-C rechargeable, so they do give you a short USB Type-C cable for charging it. They also do give you a nice Acebeam lanyard with it. Sorry about the autofocus there, guys. So an Acebeam lanyard. Unfortunately, it's not adjustable. You get a card that says for product certification, and you also get a warranty card. And remember, Acebeam has their 5-year warranty, so very nice there. And of course, you get the user manual. Now, I'll go ahead and put the user manual on the screen here so you can pause the video and take a closer look at it if you wish. So that should be on the screen now. And let's go ahead and move all these things aside, and we'll talk about the specs on the actual flashlight. And we will go through the specs on the other version of this flashlight, the Coyote version, the neutral white version. Well, let's take a closer look here at the Acebeam T35 Cool White version that we have before us. So there's the side switch. Got some heat dissipation on the sides here. It's got some really nice knurling. It is really grippy, so I imagine even with gloves, this flashlight would be quite grippy. And I do like the knurling on the tail cap. Makes it really easy to take the tail switch on and off. Let's see here. It does have a, let's take this lens off. We'll show you the lens and LED. We'll zoom in a little bit here. So as it says, it's an SFT40 Cool White LED. It does have a scratch-resistant coated optical lens, which allows up to 99% of the light transmittance through the lens. So very nice to get pretty much all the light of the flashlight out where you want it pointed at. Let's zoom back out a little bit here. It does have a toothed tactical bezel for self-defense, and I would imagine most people would not want to be smacked with this. So very nice there for self-defense. It does have a premium type 3 hard anodizing, and it does for an anti-abrasive finish. So pretty standard stuff, but always nice to have. It does have this nice pocket clip, as you can see here. This also does have a high efficiency constant current circuit, which ensures stable brightness in the different modes. So we'll be going through the modes here in a little bit. As I said, it has a dual switch design. So you got the tail switch, which is good for on and off, and also momentary. And then you have the side switch to go through the modes and to get to strobe. So very nice. You do have 5 different brightness levels with this flashlight and strobe, like I said. It also does have a battery level indicator right here. So right here it'll show your battery level, and it does stay on while the flashlight's on. So green means you got more than 20% on the battery. Solid red means you have between 10 and 20% of the battery remaining. And flashing red means you have less than 10% of the battery remaining, and you probably need to replace or recharge the battery. And it does also have protection on the battery, so if the voltage on the battery drops below 2.7 volts, it will turn off, which is nice, so you don't damage your battery. So let's take a look at the battery itself here. This threads off really smoothly in the back. Looks like a nice gold-plated spring on the tail switch. You do have this little insulator to keep it from operating while in transit. So an Acebeam 2600 milliamp hour 18650 battery comes with a flashlight. So very nice. And you do have dual springs in there. I don't know if you can see down there. I don't have another flashlight to show you, but you can just see the spring down there. So you do have a dual spring design. We'll go ahead and put the battery back in the flashlight here. This does thread on really smoothly once it's threaded on there, so very nice. Again, I like the size. It's very grippy, like I said, so very nice. Let's see, the USB Type-C charging port. So just move this little flap here, and you got the charging port. And let's see if the flap goes back. Yep, flap goes back pretty snugly. Doesn't seem to pop out like some flashlights do very easily, so you definitely have to give a little effort to get this to open, so that's good, because you don't want it just to flop out anytime you touch the flashlight. So very nice. All right, let's see. You can see the when you turn it on, you can see the battery level indicator, and like I said, it stays on the whole time. So the whole time you're operating the flashlight, it does give you the idea of where your battery's at, which I like. And it's not very bright, so it's not pulling a lot from the battery to do that. So very nice. Also, when you're charging it, that light will be red. I'll put it on the screen here. It's kind of dim when it's charging red. It's not really bright red. It's kind of like a dim red. I'll put that on the screen. And then when it's fully charged, it turns green. So, and they say it takes about 3 hours to fully charge a battery from dead. So just something nice to know. Let's see. It is IP68 waterproof up to 2 meters. And it is impact resistance up to 1.5 meters. That's where that dual spring design comes into play to keep the flashlight from damage or breaking from small drops. So very nice. It does have an optional tactical ring available. It doesn't come with the flashlight, but it is an option. So something you could check out there. I might put a picture on the screen here. So let's go through the modes here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, we're doing the cool white version here, but at the end I will put the neutral white specs on the screen as well, but I won't be going through them individually, but I'll put it on there for a little bit so you can see it. But anyway, let's start with the flashlight here, the black one, the cool white version. So ultra low, 3 lumens for up to 400 hours. Low, 100 lumens for 16 hours. Medium, 360 lumens for 3 hours and 5 minutes. High is 800 lumens for 1 hour and 35 minutes. And 800 lumens is still really bright, so very nice. Turbo, 1900 to 800 lumens, so it's going to step down for temperature, most likely to protect the flashlight. So you got about a minute, they say here on turbo, and then it's going to drop down to 800 lumens for an hour and 30 minutes. And in strobe is also 1900 lumens, but it will drop down over time to 800 lumens. So just be aware of that. So 3 minutes, probably at 1900 lumens, and it's going to drop down to 800 lumens for 3 hours. Again, on the cool white version here, your max throw is 380 meters and the max candela is 36,100 candela. And so now I'm going to go ahead and put the Coyote specs on here, the neutral white version, good up to 1600 lumens and 352 meters of throw. So I'll just pause a moment here so you can check that out. Of course, you can always take a snapshot of the screen or pause the video to read those specs. So that way you have the specs on both the flashlights. And I have not taken this flashlight, believe it or not, outside yet to test it. So we'll take this out when it gets dark here and see how this flashlight performs in the dark. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of rain moving in today, so I'll probably not be able to do that tonight, but I'll probably do it the next day. And of course, in the video world, you won't see the difference. So anyway, so very cool, very excited. Acebeam reached out to me again to send us a nice flashlight here, the T35. So let's go through the UI real fast, which is really, really simple. So let me move this aside a little bit. I'm going to turn the light off here. So we just have daylight here. So the UI is really simple. So on off is just the tail switch. You're going to start out in ultra low, 3 lumens. And in order, you can see the lights on for the battery indicator there. In order to go through the mode, you just tap the side switch. So we're going to start out in ultra low, tap it again, low, 100 lumens, tap it again, medium, 360 lumens, high 800 lumens, and turbo 1900 lumens, and my camera is going to auto adjust for brightness. And you click it again, just goes back to ultra low. Let's bump it up to medium here. We'll turn it off. And it does have momentary, so if you half press the switch, it will come on, as most tactical lights will. So very nice. If you fully press it, of course, it stays on. And it does have memory, so very nice. Now, while the light's on, this is a strobe warning for everyone. If you want to get a strobe, you're just going to hold the side switch down. So again, strobe warning, you hold the switch down, you go into strobe. So very nice. Touch it again, you go back to your last mode. So very nice, very easy UI. And that's what you want on a tactical flashlight. You don't have to think about complicated user interface when you're in a tactical type situation. So very nice there. So anyway, with all that, let's go ahead and take the T35 out in the dark and see how it performs. All right, night has finally come here in Florida. And we are outside here with the Acebeam T35, the cool white version, capable of 1900 lumens and 380 meters of throw. So we're gonna go start out in ultra low here. And I got the camera pointed at the ground here so you can see it a little bit better. But this is 3 lumens, so it's actually doing pretty good. I was actually kind of impressed. You can actually see the bird bath just off to the top right there. The bird bath's probably about 35 feet from me. But 3 lumens pretty handy if you wanted to read or whatever. I mean, you can even walk around, I would say, in a very familiar place with this and see quite well. It's got a bit of a hot spot and a bit of spill on it. But let's go ahead and bump it up here. And since you have the battery level indicator, it's very easy to find the side switch because it's always constantly lit. I'll show that to you here. So let's bump it up to the next one, which is low, 100 lumens. I'll angle the camera up a bit. So again, you got a nice little hot spot and a lot of spill there. And that tree stump there is probably about 100 feet away from me. So again, really nice. You got a nice a long run time here, 100 lumens for 16 hours on low here. So very nice, and lights up pretty well. Let's bump it up again, medium, 360 lumens. Again, quite well. Definitely seen that pronounced hot spot in the middle and the spill. Definitely making out those trees, everything quite well. Bump the camera up a little bit more. All right, high, 800 lumens. Again, doing a very nice job. Lighting up the trees, everything quite well. So really awesome there. Now we'll bump it into turbo. So turbo 1900 lumens. So doing an amazing job. I'll take a walk out there and come on back here. All right, so hopefully you made that all out on camera there. And on the way back, I just bumped it back down and went back through ultra low, low, medium, and high, back to turbo. So hopefully you got a good sense of that. But overall, I really like this flashlight. I really like the grip on it. The knurling on here is really, really nice, easy to hold on to. And like I said, this is a tactical flashlight, so I think even with gloves, you're going to be just fine. And again, I really like that the side switch is lit up, so you don't have to look around for it. Some flashlights, the side switch are black, and there's no light, and sometimes it can be really hard to find to change the modes and settings. So, and I also like to know exactly where my battery is the whole time I'm operating a flashlight. So that is a really cool feature, a feature that I really like. So again, I want to say a big thank you out to Acebeam for sending us here the T35. Remember, it comes in 2 colors. You got the Coyote and the black, which we have here now. And so check those out. I'll put any links or coupon codes in the description of the video. So thank you again for joining me for another flashlight video. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe and to share this video if you can. That would be great. Still trying to grow this channel. I really do need to get some more ham radio videos out, but with all the solar activity and everything, I just have not been wanting to turn the radios on a whole lot with all that going on, just to be safe. But anyway, guys, you guys take care. Thanks so much for watching, and happy lumens.